Woo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 15, season 4 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me as always is
a man playing with his medicine. Keep talking.
Jmack Gaming.
Keep talking.
Yes, we're here. We are in some place. I don't know where Justin booked it. Looks like the Wells Fargo.
No, that was last week.
That was last week.
Where the fuck did I go this week? Boston Garden.
Boston Garden.
TD Garden.
TD Gardens, yes. We are here for some wonderful Monday Night Raw. Let's see what Justin has in store.
Why did I do that on... Why couldn't I just
I don't know why you could have just turned the recording off, too.
I felt the headache come in right as we started.
Yeah.
And it may have been you yelling.
Maybe.
May have been just your presence.
Maybe. I have that effect on people.
It may have just been you.
Maybe.
Let's get into it, Chad. Oh, look, much better.
Much better?
Much better here, Chad. An abysmal pre-show match.
You got a 9 this time.
Oh, God, the ticket prices have ruined my attendance. Only 4,000 people showed up tonight. We're going to have to turn that back down. We did an experiment with ticket prices. It did not do well.
No.
Yeah, Matt Morgan beating just only the 5,000 truest hardcore
I
WWE.
should lower my tickets. Then more people will show up, so we'll make more money.
Yes. Chad is bleeding out money right now. I'm trying to move my leg right now. Like, oh my God. I genuinely can't. Matt Morgan defeats Justin Winston at 9:37 with a Mount Morgan drop.
Ooh.
We also see former TEW World Champion Ray LePon, TEW, TNA Champion Ray LePon defeating Ernest the Cat Miller in 10:18.
Yeah.
We also have the Bashams here in the pre-show defeating Tommy Rich and Steve Wright here in 10:11.
Good for Tommy Rich and Steve Wright.
Chad loves this show. It's just former WCW guys.
Yep, every single one.
Christian Cage and Orlando Jordan win. They don't win. They wrestle on the pre-show. Christian Cage defeating Orlando.
27?
They don't click.
They
don't click. That's why Christian only got a 74. Yeah, a big win for Christian Cage, Chad. And tonight we're here in a Boston Garden.
As said by Edge, one of the best managers in the league.
In the league.
In the league.
What are they in the NBA?
Yeah.
Chad, we're here.
We are?
Tonight.
Cool.
Found out on SmackDown that I forgot to tell you.
Oh.
That the main event tonight, Alex Wright is putting his WWF World Heavyweight Championship on the line against Kurt Angle tonight.
That's huge.
That is huge. I forgot to tell you that on SmackDown.
It
might. They might have. They might not have chemistry. The first time ever if those two have fought in a one-on-one match, and that's you know what.
Kurt Angle, you're going to fight Alex Wright in the main event. What's up with that?
Keep going. I don't know how to do Seinfeld.
And then he's going to take his championship, and then we're going to go work on the next season of Seinfeld. What's up with that?
Oh, you don't know if he's going to go work on Seinfeld, because remember, he was only offered a one-time gimmick.
Yeah, but I have to assume he was so popular that he's going to be asked back. I'm just calling it.
I hope not.
I hope not. Yeah, it'd be really unideal for you, but I don't know. I feel like, I mean, look at that face. That's the face of Hollywood.
Well, he was only a cameo, so maybe they bring him back for like season 2.
Maybe for like an episode,
or maybe like a recurring star.
Who did he play in this cameo?
He was a bouncer, remember?
Oh yes.
He saved. Jerry Seinfeld got in some. Him and Kramer went to the club, and some guy grabbed Seinfeld's wife. But what's her name? Francine.
Sure.
I don't know. I've never seen Seinfeld. And Alex Wright beat up everyone in the club.
Nice, including Jerry Seinfeld.
No.
Oh.
But yeah, that's why they're best friends now.
Oh, nice.
Next segment. We start off Monday Night Raw.
The Paul London train continues.
The Paul London train is here, Chad. Paul London defeating Buff Bagwell here, Chad, in 15:22 with a London calling. Last week, Paul London celebrated backstage, and you don't do that in front of Ace Steel, the locker room leader, the big game hunter. He knocked him out.
He's never had a birthday. Never.
And when he did, no one showed up.
Yeah.
Because he's a jerk.
Yeah.
And you know what, Alex Wright, that's not the right guy. It's Ace Steel who comes out. Paul London's like, "Hey, Ace Steel, you may have punched me in the face last week, but you didn't knock me out."
Ace Steel causing a backstage fight? Couldn't be. couldn't be.
Not him.
Not him.
You can bite the dog, but you can't take the dog out of the bite, Ace Steel.
I'll never believe Ace Steel caused a ruckus backstage.
My dream is to become a WWF professional superstar, and I'm here living my dream. And you may be the locker room bully, and you may have hit me last week, but that won't kill my dream, Ace Steel. I'm here to stay, and you just gotta believe. Oh, I don't know where that came from. We move. That's. He's not very good on the mic. And Ace Steel says, Paul, you should consider yourself lucky that I even know your name. Because no one on this crowd here in the Boston Garden knows your name. No one in this company, no suit. You think Vince McMahon knows your name? You think Shane McMahon knows your name? You think Michael Hayes or Eric Bischoff knows your name? Hell, the bookers down in TNA didn't even know you were gone. Welcome to the big leagues, King. You may have beaten Buff, shitty little Bagwell, and you may have beaten whoever you beat last week. Who did he beat last week?
That was Matt Morgan.
No, he beat someone else. It doesn't matter. You're in my locker room now. So get ready to dress in the hallway. I didn't know where I was going with that. Speaking of not knowing where to go. Hello, ladies.
Sean Morley.
Sean Morley's back. And he's going to take on Horace Hogan here tonight, Chen.
Oh, neat.
WCW's running wild. Horace Hogan came out in the I'm a Real American song and had everyone, oh my God. And it's just Horace Hogan.
Boo.
And yeah, it's a big boo.
Boo.
Sean Morley celebrates and then gets attacked by the Kings of the Mountain.
Yeah. Former
Grammy winners.
Did you hear that Teddy Hart has a documentary on Peacock?
Oh, good God. It's probably not great.
It's about how he was gonna have a reality show made about him, and then it ended up being like a murder trial for some girl that he went missing.
It's like for his ex-girlfriend, I think, went missing, and
no
one knows.
Episodes in the middle of the night, and it was wild.
Teddy Hart's a wild fucking character. He was in my section at WrestleMania. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
He walked out. I just saw him, and he had his fucking cat with him. It was very weird.
Very weird.
WrestleMania. What WrestleMania was that? Whatever one. The first post-COVID Mania with fans.
Yeah.
37. Oh God, I don't know.
Yeah. What was the main event for that? That was.
It was a 2-night. Night one was Bianca Sasha.
Yeah.
Night 2 was Roman Brock.
That sounds about right.
And then Roman went over, and I was really mad. We continue after Sean Morley gets beat down by Teddy Hart and the boys. Backstage, Nick Gage is attacking Edge and Christian.
With forks?
With forks.
Nice. At least he's consistent. He hits him with a fork to the head.
I hit him with a fork to the head. We move on. China taking on Toshi Uematsu, Chad. Yes. And Scott Steiner is front row to watch this happen.
Checking out his girl.
Checking out his girl. China defeating Toshi Uematsu. Not with the powerbomb, with the Frankensteiner.
You gotta go check out Big Mama Pump.
She hits Toshi with the Frankensteiner. Get it? Steiner? Yeah. And then China picks up Scott Steiner and puts him on her shoulders.
Yeah, I love this gimmick.
They're in love, Chad.
They're in love. There's nothing finer than China and Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner? What about Scott Stein?
What would you name? You know how
Scott Steiner,
Broly or whatever. So I was like, what's
Broly?
You know how when celebrities date, they ship them and they combine the names. What's China and
what does
Steiner's
ship them mean?
Ship name?
What does that mean?
Like if when they're dating, like what Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, aren't they like Bradgelina?
I don't know.
Like what would this be? Would it be?
This is China and Scott Steiner.
China.
Ooh.
China. Skyna.
I don't like either one of those. We're gonna move on. Mark Henry defeating Devin Storm.
Papa and Mama Pump.
Well, I do like Papa, Big Mama's Pump.
Big Mama Pump and Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, we move on to Mark Henry defeating Devin Storm here in 8:04, and he grabs the microphone. He says, "Devin Storm was the first member of the Hall of Pain. Fuck Samoa Joe." And fuck Scott Steiner. No, not Scott Steiner. Sean Stasiak.
Yeah, be careful. Scott Steiner will shoot on you for no reason.
We move on, Chad. Chad Collier defeating Sean Stavanger
right.
in 14:37.
Damn right.
He defeats the European champion in one-on-one action here tonight. And, you know, he's not happy about it.
Once again, look at that. Chad Collier, the face, well, the should-be face of the WWF, is victorious. And yet, here I stand, still held down by the Collier conspiracy.
Now, how does a man like Chad Collier, like myself, not be the #1 contender to the man I just beat? But the man I beat at WrestleMania is the #1 contender? Kapooey.
That is complete and total poppycock.
Oh, cock. Oh, cock. And this is a conspiracy that I'm going to get to the bottom of this, because if I'm not the king of the
Rat Boys.
Oh, Randy Orton's looking really sad backstage, chat. Oh,
Or like sad
man.
D. Orton.
And Triple H is, oh, did somebody lose their manager? Oh,
Somebody sad.
did somebody's stable fall apart? Oh, Randy. Fuck. And Randy punches him.
Oh, no.
And we move on to our main event. Ooh.
89.
Oh. Alex Wright defeating Kurt Angle in 2052 with a submission from interference from Jerry Seinfeld.
Interfered in the match. What's up with that?
Kurt Angle, the same gimmick happened last week. Kurt Angle was about to win the match. Alex Wright, Seinfeld distracting the referee, Chad. Wow. And Alex Wright reverses it and puts him in the STF.
That dirty, dirty bastard.
A dirty, I think, yeah, there was no crowd here. And that really fucked my ratings tonight. And that was, and then Mike Tyson comes out, Chad.
Oh, Mike Tyson. What's he doing here?
Alex, we all know the true champion is Brock Lesnar. Your time is coming to a close. What should have happened at WrestleMania will happen in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at Backlash.
Ooh, right.
Brock Lesnar returns to take back what is rightfully his.
Well, enjoy your 1 month with the belt, Alex, right?
87.
87.
Yeah, the dead crowd really fucked me here.
Yeah.
No crowd here. We'll see you for Nitro. Hopefully Chad can beat that. I think he can. I think he
I
can.
hope so. Who knows?
Why'd you look at me like that?
All right, Justin, we are here at WCW Monday Nitro. Let's see if we can beat, what did you get, an 89, right?
87.
87? Let's see if we can beat an 87. We'll see. I think it's possible.
I think you should just worry about running good shows instead of trying to beat me.
I mean, if we beat you, it'll be a good show.
Yeah, that main event's got beat it. What the fuck are you talking about?
All right. We start the show off with the 3 men in the Triple Threat Spring Stampede Championship match. And Tony Schiavone is there interviewing all of them. And all 3 men are talking about, you know, why they're the favorite to win the match. And then Tony Schiavone tells them that, you know, by order of Ted DiBiase and Billy Kidman, the 3 of them are each going to take turns booking the main event of Nitro leading up to the build-up. And Shawn Michaels is the first person who gets to book the main event. And so Shawn Michaels, you know, he says, you know, it makes sense for me to try to book a match that's going to wear down my 2 opponents. And that's why tonight, in the main event, it's going to be Bret Hart taking on Chris Jericho in a best 2 out of 3 falls match.
Jesus.
And that's the main event tonight.
Well, that's the opening promo? That's it?
Well, they all took turns talking about why they were the favorite to win. Shawn Michaels talks about how, you know, he's he was a former world champion. He set out to be the best in WCW, and he's Shawn Michaels. He's Mr. Big Time. You know, he's Mr. He called himself Mr. WrestleMania, Mr. Starrcade. You know, he puts on big. No one knows big matches like Shawn Michaels. You know, and Chris Jericho said, Shawn, you can be the king of big matches anywhere you want, but, you know, here in WCW, I'm one of the best there is. And and Shawn, you're not going to win. And then Bret Hart, you know, he just says, you know, I don't need to talk a lot of crap to these 2. I will let the fact that I'm the world champion, how I've been the champion since Starrcade, after I beat Shawn Michaels, by the way. You know, and he's beaten Chris Jericho. He's got a victory over both of these men. He's not sweating it. He's not worried. So, but regardless, that's the main event tonight, Justin. Big main event.
Oh, yeah.
And it was advertised a 6-women tag team match. Beth Phoenix, Debbie Malenko, and Luna Vachon team up to take on Trish Stratus, Manami Toyota, and Takako Ino. And then about that, decent wrestling, but not much heat. Trish Stratus, Manami Toyota, and Takako Ino defeated Beth Phoenix, Debbie Malenko, and Luna Vachon when Trish Stratus pinned Luna Vachon with a Stratusfaction.
There you go.
We are backstage. Bubba Ray walks in on Devon and Stacy Keibler, and they're making out.
Oh.
And Bubba's like, Devon! And Devon looks up, and he's like... And then he looks over at Stacy and says, Stacy, you need to get out. I need to talk to Devon. And Devon says, anything that you have to say in front of me, you can say in front of Stacy. You know, we're a team here, me and Stacy. And Bubba's like, you're a team? And then he's like, you're a team? We're tag team champions, Devon, and we're defending the belts against Hulk Hogan and Chase Tatum. And you're over here making out with Stacy Keibler? Where's your head at, Devon? Why am I the only one who gives a shit about this team? And Devon's like, Bubba, I care about this team. You're my brother. All right, but Stacy Keibler, she's given me a confidence in myself that I didn't know I had. You know, when I'm with Stacy, I feel like I could do anything. Bubba, when I'm with you, I feel like I can do anything as a tag team. Stacy makes me want to strive to be better. In fact, Bubba, I'm doing something. I did something that I think is going to benefit all of us. You mentioned I spoke to Ted DiBiase last week. Well, guess what? I talked to him again this week too. And I asked for a match, and he gave it to me tonight. I'm going to go 1-on-1 against Hulk Hogan. And Bubba says, okay.
And?
Yeah, and? And then he says, Bubba, it's a tables match. I'll take out Hulk Hogan. I'll put him through the table. We'll weaken him up. In a few weeks in the pay-per-view, we'll do what we do best. We'll win, and we'll retain these tag team titles.
There you go.
And Bubba says, Devon, I got your back tonight. You know, you always know that. And Devon's like, I appreciate that, but I don't need it. I'll be fine. I got Stacy. And then he leaves. And Bubba, once again, by himself.
There we go.
Next segment, we are in Japan. Hiroshi Tenzan
96.
challenged Samoa Joe to a match. And Samoa Joe said, bet. And about that superb wrestling and great heat, Samoa Joe defeated Hiroshi Tenzan in 15:05 with an Avalanche Island driver.
Good Lord. Jesus.
Sheesh. Backstage, Ken Anderson, Chuck Palumbo, and Dave Bautista are hanging out backstage, and they're talking mad shit, about the entire locker room. They're talking about the old ass Finley and the Hardcore Holly, and just running down everybody, right? And then they turn around and they bump into Taz, and Ken Anderson says, "Hey, sorry, little guy, I didn't see you there. It's really easy to miss you when you're, not eye level." And then Taz doesn't laugh. He just looks at them, with that face he's making right there. I meant a menacing face. And Chuck Palumbo said, I think you're going to have to speak slower and use shorter words, Ken. I don't think Taz understands what you're saying. Here, let me try. And then he starts making like the Tasmanian devil sounds from like the Looney Tunes to Taz. And he's actually like spitting on Taz's face. And Taz, once again, just looks really intense. And then Batista shows up and gets face to face with Taz. And Taz says, let me be the first to give you three a piece of advice. And that's to be respectful to the people who paved the way and who were here before you. All right? And I'm going to teach you that lesson tonight because guess what? I don't know if you guys have been told yet, but Ken Anderson, you got a match tonight against me. Ooh. So I'll see you out there, kid. And Ken immediately looks like he's seen a ghost. He looks terrified. Yeah. Yeah, because it's Taz. Yeah. And then as Taz walks away, he turns around and says, oh, and by the way, that match is next. Ooh. And we got Taz versus Ken Anderson. And in a decent match, Taz defeats Ken Anderson in 7:23 by submission. So, yeah, good for Taz.
Oh, okay. That was weird.
Taps out Ken Anderson.
That's interesting.
We are.
Oh, I don't want to watch this.
We're
anymore.
ringside.
I want off this ride.
CM Punk says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I am your television champion, CM Punk, and I am the savior of WCW. Last week, I invited Scott Hall to come out here and talk to me and let CM Punk change his life for the better. Scott, listen, I'm straight edge. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. All I do is wrestle. Professional wrestling is my high. So, Scott, I'm inviting you out here tonight to talk to me man-to-man, face-to-face, and let me show you the light." And Scott Hall joins via satellite, and he says, "Hey, Chico." And he looks up and he...
Not even there at the bar right now?
Yeah. He says, "Listen, I'm not even at the arena right now, man. I'm doing something that you could never do, which is hanging out on a boat with a bunch of pretty women." And it pans out, and Scott Hall is literally on like a boat with a bunch of women, having a big old party. He says, "Punk, you don't do drugs, you don't smoke, you don't drink. You sound boring as hell if you ask me. There's no way I'd get in the ring with you because I don't want to be bored. All right, you cramp my style, and to be honest with you, Punk, you're a little overrated. So, unfortunately, I will be declining your invitation. However, there is somebody who would love to say something to you and get a little payback on myself for all the trash you've been talking. Get him, Kev." And CM Punk turns around to a big boot from Kevin Nash.
Oh, no.
Which brings us to our match, Kevin Nash versus CM Punk. And in a good match, CM Punk defeats Kevin Nash by submission with an arm triangle choke after blatantly cheating. Then after the match, hits Kevin Nash with a GTS in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
Yep. And our co-main event, Hulk Hogan versus Devon Dudley. Justin, this was a train wreck of a match.
Yeah, it looked
there
like
were
it.
Interferences everywhere. So there was a minute where Devon Dudley had Hulk Hogan in like the turnbuckle on a chair, and it looked like he was going to like spear him into the table. But Chase Tatum ran in and interfered. And so then it was a Hulk Hogan, Chase Tatum beatdown. Bubba Ray's the Dudley music hits. Bubba Ray with a chair in hand runs down the ring. Stacy Keibler was already in the ring and had distracted Hulk Hogan many times during the match. Many times. So Bubba Ray runs in and he's fighting off Chase Tatum. Stacy Keibler rolls back in to check on Devon. She's talking to Devon. And she slides Devon, Justin, a pair of brass knuckles from her bra. So Devon Dudley's like putting those on his fists. The ref is like trying to get Devon and Chase Tatum out of there. Hulk Hogan comes to again, picks up Devon, and Devon goes for a punch, right? Yeah. And as Devon's getting ready to hit the knuckles again, Bubba Ray, not knowing what was going on and seeing Hulk Hogan grab his friend, turns back around with the chair to swipe at Hogan. And as Hogan goes down to the brass knuckles, Bubba accidentally smokes Devon right in the head with a chair. Devon then falls to the ground. Bubba's shook up. Chase Tatum out of nowhere grabs Bubba and starts fighting him again. Both Devon and Hulk Hogan are down. The ref doesn't know what to do. Eventually, one man gets to his feet, and it's Hulk Hogan. He gets up to his feet. Stacy Keibler is willing Devon Dudley to get up, and he's not budging. And Stacy Keibler kisses Devon on the mouth, and Devon hulks up. He leaps up. He rips off his shirt, and he does the point to Hulk Hogan. You! And as Devon is running at Hulk Hogan is able to sidestep out of the way and put Devon Dudley through a table. Hulk Hogan wins the match.
I like it.
Yep.
Poor Devon.
We are backstage. Chris Benoit is in the back, and he's just like hanging out. He's got his U.S. belt, and he's attacked from behind, Justin. He's attacked from behind by the Big Show. And the Big Show says, Chris.
It's a big boy.
Chris, you've wrestled a lot of people since you've won the U.S. Championship, and you've beaten a lot of men, but you've never faced a man bigger and stronger than me.
It's true.
Benoit, you can go through all the jobbers you want. Until you step in the ring with a real superstar, you're nothing. And it doesn't get bigger than the Big Show. So, Benoit, I'm challenging you to a match for the U.S. Championship. And hell, let's do it at Spring Stampede. You versus me. You don't have to answer now because you're laying on the ground unconscious after my vicious choke slam. But I want an answer next week. So Justin, we might get Benoit versus Big Show at Spring Stampede.
We might.
Which I believe this brings us to our main event. Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
Let's see it.
99, baby.
Yeah.
In an
Gonna fucking win this
exceptional
one.
match,
We run fucking Hart and Jericho.
Bret Hart defeats Chris Jericho in 1955.
Of course he does.
2 falls to 1. Basically, it was a very even match. There was interference though at the end. Shawn Michaels and Kip James ran in and attacked both Bret Hart and Jericho.
That'll do it.
Yep. And Shawn Michaels and Bret and Jericho both on the ground, like, you know, really like taken out. You know, wrestled a long ass match, then got beaten up. So they're like selling on the ground, and Shawn Michaels and Kip James are in the ring standing tall. And Shawn Michaels just says, this is gonna happen at Spring Stampede, and he takes Bret Hart's belt and he holds it up.
Hell yeah.
94.
What are you celebrating?
Dancing.
Why?
Cause we had a good show.
Yeah, Bret and Jericho. Of course you're gonna have a good
Oh yeah,
show.
we had a great show. Like, I can celebrate a good show. We haven't had a 94 Nitro in a minute.
Well, like, for like the last 4 months.
Yeah.
All it takes is your 2 top superstars in a main event match at a pay-per-view.
I think every story we've got working here is decent.
Yes.
I think
rating-wise, no, but yes.
But yes. So, but anyway, we will see you for SmackDown and Thunder.
Get out of 2.
And we are here on SmackDown. This is week 2 on the road to Backlash and Spring Stampede, Justin.
That is
Justin shuffling his soda.
I couldn't get it on.
Okay.
Milk me.
What?
Milk me!
No.
Friday Night SmackDown's
won't.
here. Let's get into it, Chad. We start off with a dream match on the pre-show.
Oh yeah,
Get the fuck over here.
The Undertaker versus Sting, a dream match.
Brother's sitting in his
Given away in
bedroom.
the pre-show.
So yeah, we have Sting and Undertaker. You know what typical WWF things over here. You know, this is why we're the #1 company in the world.
Yeah, sure.
Because we have a Sting and Taker in 2002.
Yeah.
Something that you can't do.
Correct.
Because I have Sting and Taker.
Yep, I could go make somebody fake Undertaker.
But it wouldn't.
I would be closer to getting that match because I have actual Sting.
Yeah, but this is a real.
Hello, I'm the UK Undertaker.
Matt Morgan continues his pre-show run, defeating Stevie Ray. He got a 10, Chad.
Oh,
he can count a 10.
He's
You're gonna be watching.
getting better with every match.
You're gonna be watching Matt Morgan become the real deal. I think his test runs up, though. I think he said enough. We also have a pre-show match here. We have Test and Tomko, TNT.
Ooh.
TNT. We already have a tag team named that. It doesn't matter.
We do.
Taking on Drew Galloway and the Barbarian. I asked Chad, hey Chad, who should be Drew Galloway's partner? And he said, the Barbarian. Also, Test and Tomko have 0 chemistry as partners, so let's get rid of them altogether now.
Well, damn. I hope they enjoyed this little team.
They were about to have a pay-per-view match.
Oh, good.
But not anymore. What are you doing?
I'm getting closer. I can see the show.
You can't see from there?
I'm getting close to the microphone.
David Arquette got a 69.
Wow. Nice. There's all that stunt double work for Ready to Rumble.
Oh, man. Well, best match of the night goes to David Arquette.
Looks like David Arquette will also be a manager and a tag team wrestler.
No, he will not. We start
Give me Mike Tyson versus David Arquette, coward.
We start off tonight, Chad, with Eric Bischoff laying down the law. He's not here right now because he's in the middle of the ring in a judge. He's got the little judge booth right there, you know. Order. He's laying down the law. If either one of these men touch each other, any physical altercation until the contract is signed for their final match, then they will be either stripped or fired.
Ooh.
Stripped or fired. Feast or fired, some would say. But there's a reward in feast and fired. Stripped or fired?
Yeah.
Neither.
Nah.
Neither. Stripped or shit can, S&S. Yeah, so Taker could be stripped of the belt. Austin could be fired from the WWF, Chad.
That's not good.
Which would be huge for you.
It would be huge for me. Come to Papa.
Until Hulk Hogan said,
Until Hulk
no.
Hogan declined. I'd fire Hulk Hogan. I don't give a fuck. Bye.
I don't think you would have a shot because you would go through it and then you'd be like, well, bye, sorry, Bucko. Yeah. We move on. Rene Dupree, he's coming down to the runway, Chad, and he says, wee, French stickler.
Okay.
Steve Stifler.
He just says nonsense.
He's got a new catchphrase. It's the
he should work on that.
His new catchphrase is
Tickle me,
daddy.
Tickle me, daddy.
And he defeats Elix Skipper with the French Dupree driver.
What's daddy in French?
Poppy?
No, that's not it.
Dado?
It would be
El Madre?
Tickle me, whatever that word is.
But no, in seriousness, he was walking down the ramp, shitting all over his opponent. He didn't know the name, but he was
it's tickle time.
He's really saying how, he's been one of the most, if this was the NBA, he would win the most improved player of the year award.
Yeah.
He's really come into his own. He was the longest running international champion of all time. And, he really wants Eric Bischoff, to watch this next match because he is world championship material.
True.
World championship material. He gets the big win over the Skipper. And then out comes Cornette. Did my goddamn southern ears hear that right? This French fuck said he's world championship material over my client, Masawa? No. Rene Dupree, you're not even in the same category. You can't even lace up my client Masawa's boots. And Dupree is not happy about this, Trent. And he starts doing the French tickler out of frustration. Oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. I put all my weight on this one leg and I wanted to crumble. David Arquette and Scotty 2 Hotty are shooting a music video tonight, Chad.
Nice.
They're shooting a video hyping up David Arquette's new movie, Scream 2.
Scream 2.
We move on. Backstage heat here, Chad. Ooh. As the 4 members right now that can still go of the Gentlemen's Club come face to face with the 4 members of the family. 4 members, 8 men of 2000 WCW in back.
Yep.
You should do something like this in your show, Chad. I don't know why you don't. And then just a fucking all-out brawl starts going down.
Nice.
Booker T and Stevie Richards kiss.
Oh.
We move on.
Good for them.
Chris Daniels and Chris Sabin taking on each other.
The christening.
2007 TNA in the ring tonight. Chris Daniels gets a big win over Chris Sabin with a last rites. Big win for Chris Daniels, the former
WCW guy.
The former rat of the Syndicate.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of former WCW guys, former WCW champion.
Current WWF Light Heavyweight Champion Shannon Moore makes his way down to the ring. It was announced last week on WWF.com, WWE.com. I didn't even tell you. I'm WWE now.
Oh, nice. How'd you do that?
I changed it.
No, well,
I didn't change this, but all the other logos are WWE.
Nice. You got the F out.
You got the F out. Shannon Moore, WWE Champion. I think I've also changed all the titles.
Oh, cool.
Why did I not think of that? Look at that. Okay. Continue the show. Oh, don't look. Shannon Moore came down. It was announced last week that Drago got hurt, and he was the current #1 contender. So we have a new #1 contender match happening out of the blue. Tajiri taking on Coleman.
Nice.
And Tajiri gets...
Listen, Tajiri put on like a 96 last week.
Yeah, that's why he got the opportunity here, and he gets the big win over Caprice Coleman in 1441 with a brainbuster.
Good for Tajiri.
Out of the ring, a training sparring injury has changed the trajectory of the Light Heavyweight Championship now, and now it'll be Shannon Moore versus Tajiri.
2 WCW guys.
We move on. Jeff Jarrett, Chad, he's backstage, and he's got all new clothes.
Oh.
He's got drip now. And he says he just signed one of the biggest contracts that he could ever think of. He just signed on the dotted line to stay here in the WWF for WWE. Sorry, for a couple more years.
I'm gonna be here for a couple more years.
I just signed the biggest contract of my gosh darn life. I could feed my family, I could feed my cows, I could feed my dog, I could get a brand new guitar.
Maybe even an electric one.
I can get a brand new studio for the boys. We can write more songs. Maybe I could pay to get the boys back on Friday Night SmackDown. We can write them. I mean, I am a Grammy winner. I'm a Grammy Award winner. We went on tour. Way better than.
It's sounding less and less like Jeff Jarrett.
Way better than Fozzy.
Fozzy. Fuck Fozzy.
Fuck D'Lo Brown's band. We move on. C.W. Anderson taking on Sylvain Grenier, Chad, and it got an 82. This match, Sylvain, I don't know why it says disqualification. He used the ropes and tights, Chad, to get the slimy win over the tag team champion C.W. Anderson. Live. A big win. 2 straight losses for C.W. Anderson here, Chad.
It's not good.
We move on. Our next segment, John Cena is here. He's in a non-title match against a member of the Main Event Mafia.
The Main Event Mafia?
He's taking on a man that he has never taken on in one-on-one match tonight. Eric Bischoff made this match earlier on Velocity. Oh, I can't lift my leg up. It's going to be John Cena against Mick Foley tonight, Chad.
Oh, huge.
Main event match tonight. But before our co-main event, Mystico getting his first in-ring action on SmackDown before his injury, taking on Kid Cash. And he gets the big win here in 1501 with the Palanca Tornado. An 88 here from Mystico. Big win for the kid. He's really happy to be back in action. You know,
yeah.
He was on the shelf for a long time because of a man that we do not name anymore. And to be back in the ring fighting against a guy like Kid Cash and getting a big win, it's huge for Mystico. He still has it. What's next in store for the young child, for the young
man,
for the superstar Mystico?
Who knows? Maybe some gold.
Yeah, he's got gold in his picture.
Yeah. Maybe we get more.
We move on. I think our main event's right here, Chad. John Cena, Mick Foley, in an unbelievable amount. About that at they don't click. And I got a 96 and they don't click. I think the crowd was eating this up. Yes, they were. They were eating it up. John Cena defeating Mick Foley with a spin-out powerbomb. Unbelievable heat. The fans were cheering. They were booing Mick Foley. They were pissing themselves out of excitement. It was a hell of a match. But then you know what happens, Chad. Latin Lover comes out and beats down John Cena to end the show.
That prick.
And in 94, we'll tie. Okay, I'll take a tie. You didn't beat me outright, and I'll take it. I'll take it. You can't beat me.
Well,
you can tie.
We don't know. Thunder could get a 95.
Well, it depends on what the main event is, Chad.
True.
What's the main event?
I don't know yet. That's not true. I do know. It's up written down.
Yeah, tell me.
You're here first. The main event of Thunder is... And here we are, the last show of the week. We got Thunder, baby. Now, Justin.
That's all you have to say?
No. We got. If we beat a 94, we're show of the week. I think that might be the first time Thunder would ever be show of the week.
Do you think it will be?
No.
Okay.
But I just have to say the facts. If that does happen, then that's what happens. But
okay.
I don't think so. I think we'll have a good show, though.
I hope so. For your sake.
All right. But with that being said, we're just going to jump right into it. We start the show off. We've got Owen Hart and The Rock. The Rock, first of all, The Rock's music hits. Everyone loses it. They come out. It's Owen Hart pretending to be The Rock. He's making fun of him.
Okay.
He's doing his... he says, finally, The Rock has gone away. That's right. The Rock isn't here because Rock knows that at Spring Stampede, if he gets in my business, I'm going to make his historic championship run that much shorter because Rock, the last time we faced off at Over the Edge, what was the outcome? Justin, what was the outcome?
What?
Over the Edge.
Owen Hart won.
Yeah, exactly. He said the last time we fought it over the edge back
It's not the last time
in that other company.
That was for the first time they won the belt. Rock won the belt off Owen Hart later.
Yep. So they're 1-1.
I think so.
And that's like the story of the match. As Owen Hart says, we're 1-1 each. And at Spring Stampede, we see who the better man finally is. And then Bret Hart's music hits, and everyone loses their mind. And then it quickly record scratches into The Rock. And The Rock shows up, and he says, finally, The Rock has come to San Jose. And he says, Owen Hart, let me tell you something. When you were a little kid crawling around the Hart dungeon, sucking on your mother's nipples, trying to get milk, your brother Brett was smacking you around like the little bitch that you are. Owen, the reason why you don't get invites to the family Christmas parties are because you are a prick, and you, Owen, are nothing more than a baby back bitch. And everyone loses it. There's our baby back bitch chant, Justin.
Baby back.
That classic Rock little promo, and The Rock says, listen, The Rock doesn't have an opportunity to kick your ass tonight because The Rock and Owen Hart are in a 6-man tag team main event tonight. And Owen, you can run and you can hide, but you can't run and hide for long because The Rock will find you and will lay at the smackdown on your candy ass. But why wait until the main event? How about I come down there and whoop your candy ass right now? And as The Rock runs down the ramp, Owen Hart, he rolls out of the ring and he says, well, Rock, we're not going to do this way. We're going to do it on my terms. I will see you at Spring Stampede when we face off for the title, and I'll see you tonight in the main event. So,
there you go.
Big 6-man main event, Justin.
Let's go. And
we have here Ken Shamrock versus Canyon. Ken Shamrock was coming off of a win against Rising Sun, and he fought Canyon and dislocated his jaw. So that's a big bummer. But anyway, yeah, there was interferences in the match. Ken Shamrock won because of interference following Lash LaRue and Matt Cross. What are they all doing here? They're all wearing Ken Shamrock's new t-shirt.
What's it say?
It says, get rocked.
I don't hate that.
Yeah. And, they help Ken Shamrock, who's got a dislocated jaw, back up to his feet. And they celebrate in the ring. Dislocated jaw and all.
There you go.
And we're backstage. We're in Billy Kidman's office. Billy Kidman and AJ Styles are hanging out. And Lodi and Shark Boy, they come down the ring. And Lodi, he says, hey, listen, what happened last week was absolute bullcrap, and both of you know it. You wanna say that I'm not a fighting champion? You wanna say I'm a champion who doesn't hold himself to a championship caliber? Well, guess what? I'm in your office looking you in the eyes like a man, and I'm challenging you. Me and Shark Boy, we want to wrestle. We want a tag team match tonight. And if you're half the man, if that you say you are, if you're phenomenal, then you'll give us that tag team match. And Billy Kidman says, listen, if you guys want to wrestle in a tag team match, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, head on out there. And they run out there, and AJ looks at Billy Kidman, and he said, I never said they'd wrestle us.
Ooh.
And AJ Styles says, you're so smart, Mr. Kidman. So smart, brilliant, genius you are. And that brings us to our tag team match. Lodi and Shark Boy versus the world's greatest tag team.
How are they the greatest tag team? Have they won a tag match?
Yeah, they've won a tag match. And in a decent match, Lodi and Shark Boy defeat world's greatest tag team when Lodi pinned Shelton Benjamin with an aerial brainbuster.
They're 0 for 3 in 2 weeks in April.
And then after that match, AJ Styles and Billy Kidman beat down Lodi and Shark Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Billy Kidman is looking very stale. Yeah, gimmick change soon.
Yeah, do it.
And Justin, we've got a tag team match. We got the Hardy Boys taking on the Sweet Sensations.
God, I hope they lose the belt.
And in a decent match, the Hardy Boys beat the Sweet Sensations in 1444 when Jeff Hardy pinned Shane Helms with an Omega event. After the match, the Sweet Sensations, they get back up to their feet. Chris Candido, he's checking on his buddy Shane Helms, who was just pinned by Jeff Hardy.
Don't do it, brother.
And then Chris Candido attacks Shane Helms, beats him down, and the Sweet Sensations, Justin, are no more.
For shame. For shame.
Yep. Chris Candido has turned on Shane Helms. We've got a singles match, Monty Brown versus Ron Killings. And in a decent match, Monty Brown defeated Ron Killings in 12:41 with a pounce.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's a good little match.
Oh, it'll be an off-screen top.
It's a good little match.
Fucker.
Cool. So there's that.
Ron Killings debuted.
Yeah. Ron Killings debuted.
Wow, just from the lose.
Yeah.
What a
I
fucking-
let the game decide the winner.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I did.
Okay.
So there's that. And then we're backstage. We got Sting, Minoru Suzuki, and Taka Michinoku. They are they will be teaming up with I guess it's an 8-man tag, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an 8-man tag in the main event. We got Sting, Suzuki, and Taka. They're teaming up with Owen Hart tonight to take on The Rock, Rey Mysterio, and Steven Regal. That is a 6-man.
That's
No.
7 guys.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Do
We'll
you
see.
know
I'm
what's
tired. It might be a 6-man. Taka might not be in it. Or maybe he is. Who knows,
Do you
really?
know what's going on in
I
your
have
show?
no idea.
I told you. You didn't have to do 2 weeks.
No, it's okay. We got it.
No, because you're tired.
And our main event. Yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what it was.
Sting's not even in it.
Yeah, but these three
What was he
are.
doing?
Yeah, I forgot to put Sting in it. Sting was at ringside. He was giving these 2 young men a pep talk.
What the fuck?
And about that Superb Wrestling in Great Heat, The Rock, Rey Mysterio, and Steven Regal defeated Suzuki, Taka, and Owen Hart.
Oh my.
When Rock pinned Taka
Your show's in
Michinoku.
shambles right now. None of this. Thunder is in shambles. Nitro's fine.
Yeah.
But Thunder last week started off with the Hardys winning the belts in accident. You have no idea what the collusion of your storyline.
I just forgot to put Sting in the match.
Okay, who would have been out?
I probably would have replaced Taka. It just would have been
That would have made
Suzuki, Sting, and Owen. Yeah. Oh well.
I didn't know Ray. What does Ray have to do with any of this?
Ray's feuding with Taka and Suzuki.
Who are the faces and who are the heels?
These guys are the heels.
Regal's the face?
Yeah, Steve Regal's been a babyface.
Didn't he just shit on Sting last week?
Yeah, Sting's a heel.
Oh. Okay, well, that's fair.
And that's Thunder with an 84.
Oh, not even a blue number.
That's okay. Listen. Thunder being the worst of the 4 is not anything it's not a surprise. So
I mean, The Rock coming in to be champion and still being awful.
it's okay. This is only his 2nd week. We're good.
He's been here for a month and a half.
We're good. Yeah, we're fine. We're all smooth sailing.
I know you were tired. You ran through that Thunder.
Nonsense. We're fine.
Whenever I see one of your shows under 10 minutes, I know you're either tired and you don't have anything planned.
No, I got stuff planned.
I know, that's why I said you're tired.
So, but anyway, that was the show for the week. We will see you guys in the next 2 weeks, and then we got not Rising Sun. We've got Backlash and Spring Stampede.
End it before you say some racist or something.
Well, I wouldn't say anything racist. I'm not racist.
I know you're not, but you're
Yeah,
tired.
I'm not Kanye West or anything.
Oh, no.
All right.